Out. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we can just hang out. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, this just said.
Amid all the accusations surrounding Diddy and the disturbing things he's been involved in, and now with him still in jail, you've probably come across countless videos discussing it. But at the end of the day, it looks like 50 Cent was right about Diddy all along. While his post may have been deleted, we all know 50 Cent never holds back when it comes to shading Diddy Combs. Their feud has spanned decades, and now 50 Cent seems to be gearing up for something bigger. His documentary production company is reportedly set to expose Diddy's past, including his alleged sexual encounters with the rappers he's worked with. Want to see the full list? Stay tuned. What 50 Cent has said about Diddy. 50 Cent seems ready to burn all bridges this time, and his long-standing feud with Diddy is only heating up. Rumors are swirling that 50 is working on a documentary delving into Diddy's legal troubles, and if true, this could escalate their already intense rivalry. But before we dive into the latest, let's rewind a bit to a classic 50 Cent move. Casually throwing shade at P. Diddy. Remember when Diddy allegedly assaulted his son's football coach with kettlebells? Most people would keep quiet or stay neutral, especially if they were friends. Not 50 Cent. He immediately went on Instagram and had a laugh about it. 50 later explained why he found it amusing, saying, "Yeah, it was really funny." Did Diddy find it amusing? Probably not. But when I first heard the story, it was just hilarious to me because no matter how successful you are, whether you're a writer, producer, or mogul, as soon as you get in trouble, they label you a rapper again. It's like, bam, right back to rapper. He went on to poke fun at Diddy's situation because, at first, it didn't seem all that serious. I laughed about it because it started bad, as all news does, but eventually it turns into something positive. And the funny part is, when it gets better, no one talks about it. So, once it started to blow over, I didn't feel too bad about making jokes. 50 Cent and P. Diddy feud history explained. The animosity between 50 Cent and Diddy has deep roots, tracing back to 50 Cent's explosive track, The Bomb, which took aim at Diddy and insinuated his knowledge of the infamous 1997 murder of the notorious B.I.G. In a striking lyric, 50 Cent rapped, "Who shot Biggie Smalls? We don't get 'em. They gonna kill us all. Man, Puffy know who hit that N.A." This bold assertion not only fueled the ongoing feud, but also reignited public interest in the unresolved murder that has haunted the hip-hop community for decades. Despite the gravity of the accusation, 50 Cent has never presented concrete evidence to substantiate his claims regarding Diddy's involvement in the murder. Diddy has consistently denied having any information about the killer, maintaining that he is not implicated in any way. Their exchanges have become a public spectacle, characterized by social media jabs and lyrical disses that have spanned years. The rivalry intensified further when both rappers were chosen to represent competing vodka brands, adding a commercial layer to their animosity. Diddy has been a co-owner of Ciroc since 2007, a brand that has become synonymous with his name and lifestyle. In contrast, 50 Cent was brought on as the spokesperson for Dutch brand Effin' Vodka in 2015, creating a fierce competition between the two. During a 2018 appearance on the popular podcast Drink Champs, 50 Cent didn't hold back in critiquing Diddy's brand. "Puffs is not even vodka, it's grapes, and says made with vodka. You know what I'm saying?" he remarked, casting doubt on the authenticity of Diddy's product. He went on to promote Effin' Vodka, emphasizing its superior quality. Effin' is made from wheat from Holland and distilled 5 times, so it's a lot less sugar. It's the right way. And then later when you have a headache because you finished your full bottle of Ciroc, I told you I was smarter. In 2018, 50 Cent escalated the tension in his long-standing rivalry with Diddy by repeatedly labeling him as fruity, a term he uses to insinuate that Diddy exhibits questionable masculinity. During an episode of the podcast Drink Champs, 50 Cent recounted a conversation with Diddy that left him feeling uncomfortable. When he says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. He says to Fabulous, "Me and you, we need to party," 50 Cent remarked, emphasizing his discomfort with such comments. He went on to share a personal anecdote, recalling a moment at Chris Lighty's wedding when Diddy had made a surprising offer. "He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, 'What did you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding?'" "No, that's something a guy says to a girl," 50 Cent said. In the same year, Diddy responded to the growing speculation about their feud during an appearance on The Breakfast Club. He dismissed the idea that there was any animosity between them, saying, "I don't have no beef with Fifth. He loves me. Y'all can't see that he loves me? You really think that's hate? You know he loves me." Diddy's comments attempted to downplay the ongoing rivalry, suggesting that 50 Cent's criticisms were more playful than hostile. Fast forward to 2022, when personal dynamics added another layer to their conflict. Joy, the mother of 50 Cent's son Sire, attended Diddy's performance at the iHeartRadio Music Festival and shared footage of the event on social media. This public display of support for Diddy did not sit well with 50 Cent, who called her out for what he perceived as disloyalty. In response to his comments, Joy expressed her frustration in a now-deleted Instagram comment, stating, "Please stop doing this to me. I never bother you, and I'm an outstanding mother to our son. Can we please just focus on that? Please." In 2023, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie, filed a lawsuit against him in November. She claimed that she had been sexually assaulted and suffered physical abuse for a decade. Diddy denied the allegations before they reached a settlement one day after her filing. Amid the scandal, multiple other individuals came forward with similar allegations. Diddy vehemently denied each subsequent claim before stepping down as chairman of his revolt company. 50 Cent, meanwhile, was interested in taking over the media organization. "I'll buy that from you, Playboy, for the low because you know Cadillac and AT&T gonna pull out," 50 Cent wrote via X. "I'll give you a few dollars for it now. Sell it to me, then we can be friends. I'm serious, call my phone." In March 2024, US confirmed in March that Homeland Security raided 2 of Diddy's properties amid a federal sex trafficking investigation. Yesterday, there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs's residences, Diddy's attorney Aaron Dyer told us in a statement, denouncing the allegations. "There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated." The investigation came weeks after Jones accused Diddy of SSX trafficking in his misconduct lawsuit. The rapper denied the allegations. 50 Cent taunted Combs when he was arrested. When the details of a federal indictment emerged, alleging that law enforcement seized narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant during the March raids on Combs' mansions, 50 Cent wasn't silent for long. He wrote on X, "Here I am keeping good company with Drew Barrymore TV, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house." 50 Cent recently took the opportunity to mock Diddy following the authorities' raids on his mansions. In a now-deleted Instagram post, he shared a screenshot of a TMZ article covering the raids, captioning it with a biting remark, "Now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case." Additionally, Page 6 reported that 50 Cent had posted a screenshot showing Diddy's 2 sons in handcuffs, although that image was also deleted shortly after. He added a provocative caption that read, "Shit just got real. The feds in all the cribs, damn they got the kids in cuffs." In response to the unfolding drama, Diddy took to X in December to assert his innocence, stating, "Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." 50 Cent then revealed his plans to produce a documentary about Diddy and the surrounding allegations. What is 50 Cent's documentary on P. Diddy about? 50 Cent recently took to social media to share a post featuring a Variety article that described his upcoming documentary as a complex narrative spanning decades. He added a cheeky caption saying, "I've been telling y'all about all this weird shit. I don't do no puffy parties. You didn't believe me, but I bet you believe me now." The documentary will delve into the various allegations of abuse that Diddy has faced and denied over the years. 50 Cent is set to serve as executive producer through his company, G-Unit Film and Television. In a joint statement with director Alexandria Stapleton, 50 Cent emphasized the importance of the project, saying, "This is a story with significant human impact. It is a complex narrative spanning decades, not just the headlines or clips seen so far. We remain steadfast in our commitment to give a voice to the voiceless and to present authentic and nuanced perspectives." He also cautioned that while the allegations against Sean Combs are troubling, they should not overshadow the broader contributions of hip-hop culture. "We aim to ensure that individual actions do not overshadow the culture's broader contributions," he stated. Importantly, proceeds from the film will be donated to support survivors. Many rappers have now confirmed the dark secret behind Diddy and his relationships. Many internet users are rallying behind the idea that 50 Cent is gearing up for a major expose, especially considering his penchant for stirring the pot and the mounting public scrutiny Diddy is facing over numerous sexual assault claims. Despite Diddy maintaining his innocence, 50 Cent seems determined to dig deeper into the accusations and potentially find evidence to support the serious allegations outlined in court filings. The G-Unit rapper wasted no time responding when news broke that Diddy had swiftly settled a lawsuit with Cassie, who had accused him of rape, sex trafficking, and years of abuse. In a now-deleted Instagram post, 50 Cent wrote, "He paid that money real quick," hinting that Diddy's quick settlement might imply guilt. Strangely, though, 50 soon retracted his comment, leaving many people puzzled, especially considering his history of taunting Diddy publicly on social media. For those unfamiliar with the case, Cassie, born Cassandra Ventura, filed a lawsuit in the Southern District of New York's U.S. District Court, accusing Diddy of long-term abuse. Her allegations are shocking. She claimed that Diddy forced her to take drugs, coerced her into carrying his gun, and maintained a drug-fueled, high-pressure lifestyle that led to repeated incidents of physical abuse. According to her, several of these violent episodes were witnessed by members of Diddy's staff. Recently, Cassandra Ventura, known professionally as Cassie, bravely decided to share her story in hopes of supporting other women who may find themselves in similar situations. Her decision to speak out comes after years of silence about her tumultuous relationship with Sean Diddy Combs. In her statements, Ventura revealed that she initially demanded $30 million from Diddy, threatening to publish a tell-all book detailing the alleged abuses she endured during their time together. This move was perceived by Diddy's camp as blatant blackmail. Despite Diddy's legal team vigorously denying the allegations, the controversy did not end there. Although the initial lawsuit was eventually dropped, Ventura was undeterred. She proceeded to file a formal lawsuit against Diddy, which ultimately led to a settlement. The terms of this settlement remain undisclosed. Adding to the drama, both 50 Cent and Jaguar Wright have been sounding alarms about Diddy for some time now, warning the public about the music mogul's alleged misconduct. Sean Diddy Combs' reputation in the music industry has taken a significant hit, especially with the resurfacing allegations regarding his attempts to manipulate young girls into compromising situations for powerful figures in Hollywood. However, many people remain unaware of the true story behind Total, the iconic girl group that rose to fame in the late 90s. The origins of Total can be traced back to Kima and Dyson, who initially formed the group long before Diddy entered the picture. Kima's mother acted as their manager, while her sister, known as V, was an integral part of the group even before Shanti joined. These young women were carving their paths in the music industry on their own terms, making connections and securing deals independently. They had begun to establish their name in the industry, building a fan base and garnering attention for their talent, all before Diddy stepped in. Once Diddy became involved, the dynamics shifted dramatically. The group's trajectory changed further with the addition of Missy Elliott, who brought her unique flair and songwriting prowess to the mix. However, this shift also had consequences. Kima Dyson, who played a pivotal role in the creation and success of Total, found herself marginalized and ostracized from the very entity she helped build. It was disheartening to witness Dyson being sidelined, especially since she was a straight woman with a husband and children. The contrast between her stable life and the more tumultuous, party-centric lifestyle often celebrated in the industry created a rift. Just when fans thought they had seen it all, Diddy resurfaced with his project Dirty Money. Yet many claim that his groups have consistently failed to deliver on their potential. Critics argue that despite their initial promise, the real issue lies with Diddy himself, who seems to be the common denominator in their underperformance. As discussions around Diddy intensify, parallels are drawn to the experiences of other artists, such as Angie Stone and Cassie Ventura, who recently filed a lawsuit against him. It appears that Jaguar Wright's sharp commentary on Diddy is resonating with a growing audience. Wright has made serious allegations against Diddy, claiming he is not only engaged in open sex trafficking, but is also a mere puppet for the Hollywood elite. Wright doesn't shy away from discussing the nature of Diddy's relationships, hinting at a dynamic akin to that of a master and concubine, particularly in reference to his relationship with F. Work Bentley. She alleges that Diddy wields his fame as a weapon to intimidate and manipulate young artists, listing several who have suffered at his hands. My investigation into the issues surrounding Malik B. and Flo Brown made me look deeper into the roots of these problems, she explains. As I've matured, I've learned to dissect life more critically. Rather than just addressing the symptoms, I've come to realize that to eradicate a problem, you have to trace it back to its origin and uproot it entirely. That's the only way to ensure it doesn't continue to fester. What compelled her to speak out about Diddy and his associates? They had it coming, she insists, revealing that her initial intention was to keep quiet. However, after they targeted her children on social media, she felt she had no choice but to defend her family and share her truth. In a recent interview, Jaguar Wright pulled back the curtain on the glamorous facade that Sean Diddy Combs projects, suggesting that he is far from the stand-up man he presents himself to be online. Behind the scenes, she claims, lies a darker reality, especially at the parties Diddy is known for hosting. I'm going to share something I've never revealed on camera before, Wright began, clearly bracing herself to expose a story that could shake the industry. There was a Hollywood party. I'm not going to name names, but if spirit gives it to you, I won't deny what you say. Wright recounted an incident involving a well-known urban artist who wasn't black, but had just released a major hit. He was married to an actress at the time, she teased, before confirming the identity of Robin Thicke, the artist in question. The party took place at Thicke's father's house in Sunset Hills, and Wright attended with an old associate named Jimmy, who was the vice president of Andre Harrell's label, New America. As she described the atmosphere at the party, it became clear that it was anything but ordinary. There was a supermodel who showed up but was quickly thrown out for engaging in a very vulgar conversation, Wright recalled. She was being loud and inappropriate about people, which didn't sit well. Among the attendees were video girls dancing and even actor Michael Rappaport, known for his roles in films like Higher Learning and his recent beef with Kevin Durant. Wright also mentioned a comedian who had once been on MTV but had since fallen off the radar. Andre Harrell was there too, she added. However, it was the after-party antics that painted a vivid picture of the evening's chaos. Wright noted, "There were a lot of party favors, if you catch my drift." She described how the dancers were captivating everyone's attention, causing some of the other women at the party to feel neglected. The white girls started getting upset because they weren't getting any attention. So, in a bizarre twist, they decided to perform a love scene on the pool table right by the fireplace. Such occurrences, she suggested, were not isolated incidents, but rather the norm at Hollywood gatherings. Hollywood house parties can take a wild turn out of nowhere, she explained. It seems like chaos is just part of the package. Wright's revelations didn't stop there. She alluded to Diddy's connections with dubious figures in the industry, echoing a sentiment that many have held, given his history of associating with powerful but sketchy individuals. The reasons behind Diddy's so-longed freedom, despite a barrage of accusations against him, have become a focal point of discussion. Industry insiders suggest that his influential position as the owner of Bad Boy Entertainment allows him to navigate the legal system without consequence, exploiting his authority to prey on vulnerable young musicians. Allegations of sexual misconduct and abuse of power have swirled around him for years, yet he remains uncharged, prompting many to question the integrity of the justice system. T.D. Jakes, a prominent figure and Diddy's top aide, has reportedly been present at numerous parties where these alleged predatory behaviors take place. When I grew up in the church, one insider reflected, we were taught that sinners and saints should not occupy the same space. You had to separate the two. Here's Diddy, who presents himself as a saint, mingling in a world rife with sin, drinking, possible fornication, man-on-man and woman-on-woman encounters. It's perplexing. In light of the recent controversies surrounding Diddy, Usher has bravely come forward to share the less glamorous, darker side of his early career. He opened up about how, at a young age, he was thrust into a world of excess that he was not prepared for. Reflecting on his experiences, Usher said, "It was hard. There were a lot of things I saw and many situations where I had to make incredibly tough decisions about who I wanted to be in life." At just 13 years old, Usher found himself navigating a turbulent landscape filled with drugs and wild parties, primarily orchestrated by Diddy. You know, it was cool to go to Howard Homecoming with Puff. It was exhilarating to hit Club USA or the Supper Club or even the Tunnel. But these are places where a 13-year-old probably shouldn't be, he admitted. Most kids my age would be trying to figure out how to impress pretty girls. But I was surrounded by grown women engaging in activities and experiences I wasn't ready for. Usher emphasized that Diddy's intentions might have been to expose him to the lifestyle of a successful artist, but that was not what he sought. "I was there because I wanted a career, man. I wanted to work," he stated resolutely. "We would often clash. I was intense. And Puffy would sometimes say, 'Man, you gotta chill. You're a little too intense.' But I was passionate. I hadn't slept in a week. I was essentially banging on this man's door as if I were his manager. I'm the spokesperson for Usher, and I told him, 'Look, you're going to put me in the studio. You've got Biggie Smalls and Craig Mack in there. You need to make me a priority, too.' I wasn't there to party. I didn't want to go to the clubs. Honestly, I was too young to even be there. Why was he bringing me to these places?" As a young artist, Usher recognized that he was not part of the adult celebrations surrounding him. "I realized, hey, look, that's not my ring. That's not my moment. That's not my bottle. That's not my drink. That's not my celebration." I was there to create my own success, he reflected. I wanted people to be excited about me in the same way they were about him. Usher vividly recalls his formative years in the music industry, where he immersed himself in the creative environment of the studio, soaking in every lesson from seasoned artists like Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, Al B. Sure, Missy Elliott, and Timbaland. "So I would stay at the studio and absorb everything I could," he reflected. "I was pulling everything I possibly could. There was a lesson in all of it. There was something to gain from every interaction and every performance." For Usher, being surrounded by such influential figures provided a glimpse into the glamorous lifestyle associated with success. "I got a glimpse of what it meant to be successful. Part of it is really, if you can see it, then you should believe it," he noted, acknowledging the inspiration that drove him to pursue his dreams. However, that exposure also came with immense pressure to engage in activities for which he felt ill-prepared. "I felt a lot of pressure to participate in things I wasn't emotionally or psychologically ready for," Usher admitted. Adding weight to Usher's experiences, Reggie Wright Jr. has recently stepped forward to corroborate many of Usher's claims, potentially placing himself in Diddy's crosshairs. "I keep telling y'all, I've been battling with this homosexuality thing way before all this came out," Wright asserted, challenging skeptics who claim he is fabricating stories. "If y'all go back and listen to my videos, you'll see I spoke on all this before." Wright went further, asserting, "I've been telling y'all, Puffy Combs is a homosexual. Any man paying another man to come and watch him have sex with his girl is a weirdo." He dismissed questions about his own preferences, clarifying, "I'm not paying a man to come and watch me or let me watch him. If I'm watching, it's girl on girl. That's just my taste." He continued, "But yeah, that's crazy. I've been telling y'all, the dude is gay. When you have to have females around, you have to hide that crazy fantasy." Wright ominously hinted that further revelations are on the horizon, stating, "I done told y'all the dude is buying butt plugs. Somebody's going to come out and tell y'all these stories. It's just a matter of time." Usher has not shied away from criticizing Sean Puffy Combs, openly questioning his role as a mentor and the impact Combs had on his life and career. Feeling compelled to break away from Combs, Usher took the difficult step of firing him to forge his own identity and pursue his dreams without being shackled by someone else's influence. "I didn't want to be someone's property anymore," Usher asserted, emphasizing his desire for independence. Reflecting on his time with Combs, Usher shared, "Because as a result of being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping. I got it from him. I mean, this is a dude who just never slept. He's probably the first one to get up and the last one to go to sleep." At just 13 years old, Usher found himself grappling with profound questions about his life's direction. What am I going to do with my life? Who am I going to be? Am I going to be a teenager who sleeps on my mom's couch looking for a menial job just to pay for gas to get there every day? No, I want to do something that's going to take my mom out of here and hopefully put us in a better situation. This determination drove him to break free from the constraints imposed by Combs. Meanwhile, rapper Maze has also stepped into the spotlight, confronting Diddy about long-standing grievances regarding unpaid publishing rights from their collaborations over 2 decades ago. Mace took to social media, sharing his frustrations about how young artists often sign unfair contracts with Diddy, leading them into a seemingly endless cycle of exploitation and conflict. "Now I could say this because it's not something I didn't say to him. Puff. How do I want to say this? Me and Puff. Well, I felt like I did more than I got credit for, more than I got paid for," Mace revealed in a tweet. Mace further clarified his sentiments, acknowledging the gravity of his situation. "You felt? Or did you do that? You said felt? Okay, let's clear that up then. I'm trying to be nice. I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So the disdain that I got for Puff is more like, you trying to keep me here. I'm not here. All my peers are up here. All my peers are bosses." Mace articulated the frustration that many artists experience when they are stifled by an industry figure who holds power over their careers. He lamented that while others advance and take on leadership roles, he remained stagnant, confined to a position that Diddy seemed unwilling to let him escape. The mounting criticisms from Usher and Mace raise questions about Diddy's treatment of young artists, creating a growing chorus of voices that challenge the status quo within the music industry. As tensions escalate, speculation arises about whether figures like 50 Cent might rally alongside these artists to bring Diddy's career to a halt once and for all. Did Mike Tyson share list of celebs who slept with Diddy? Amid the speculation, a viral TikTok post suggested that boxing legend Mike Tyson might have insider information about Diddy's past relationships. However, this claim is far from substantiated. A TikTok video by user Black Star Update, which garnered over 421,500 views, featured a thumbnail declaring, "Mike Tyson exposes list of celebs Diddy slept with." The accompanying list named notable figures like Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Prince Harry, Young Miami, Rick Ross, Usher, Justin Bieber, and Will Smith, with a quote stating, "I have proof." Despite the dramatic claims, there is no evidence to support the existence of such a list or that Tyson has any insider knowledge regarding Combs. This TikTok is one of 4 videos on the channel with the same sensational headline and thumbnail, all derived from a 20-minute YouTube video by Stardom Scoop released on March 30, 2024. The YouTube video itself is a hodgepodge of reporting on the Diddy scandal, unverified rumors, and unrelated media content, with no direct reference to the headline's claim. Although it includes a few clips of Mike Tyson, none of them pertain to the recent allegations against Combs. The idea of secret lists is reminiscent of other infamous conspiracy theories, like the debunked Epstein list, which falsely linked numerous public figures to the late financier Jeffrey Epstein without any credible evidence. A representative for Mike Tyson has since informed Newsweek that the claim about Diddy is entirely false. A son's defense. Christian Combs, better known as King Combs, is the 26-year-old son of Diddy. Earlier this month, he dropped a new song titled "Pick a Side," which supports his father and takes aim at critics, particularly 50 Cent. In March, during a search of their father's home, King Combs and his brother Justin were briefly handcuffed and detained by authorities, though neither was arrested or charged. Diddy's attorney, Aaron Dyer, spoke out against the incident, stating, "There was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated." In his track, King Combs seemed to defend his father's innocence while taking a jab at 50 Cent, rapping, "All that gossip shit is whack when all they had was 50 Cent. Who put this city on the map?" "Stop lying." 50 Cent quickly responded with a tongue-in-cheek social media post saying, "I feel so threatened by the things Christian is saying on his record. I'm afraid for my life. Please don't hurt me, guys," in a now-deleted Instagram post. In another twist, 50 Cent shared a TMZ story about a docu-series reportedly titled "Diddy Do It?" and added, "If more victims keep coming out, I'm gonna need more episodes." What do you think about 50 Cent's claims? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more exclusive content. Until next time, stay tuned.